When I went to Pearl Harbor a few years ago, I was shocked on how big the battleship was. I was extremely interested in learning more about the ship, but I never got the chance to. So now, with the help of 20 Time, I was able to learn some remarkable information on the battleship. By the end of this presentation, you will learn when she was built, the battles she fought in, her destructive power, wars she partook in, damages that she took, the peace treaty signed on her deck, when she was decommissioned, and where she is now. Please enjoy. The USS Missouri was launched in ocean waters on January 29, 1944 at the New York Navy shipyard. Over 3 football fields in length, the 45,000-ton ship was part of the Iowa-class battleship. The USS Missouri was one of only 5 battleships with the Iowa-class design. Its nickname is known as the Mighty Mo. The Missouri has 9 16-inch diameter turrets which can shoot 23 miles away. That's about the distance from our school to Independence High School. Check out this video of her guns ablazing.
That was just one barrel. Let's do all at once.
After passing all inspections, the U.S. Missouri arrived at Pearl Harbor on December 24, 1944, Christmas Eve. At this point in the war, the Americans had already pushed the Japanese Navy back to their roots. The arrival of the battleship gave American troops a feeling of invincibility and a clear look at the end of the war. Now, how would you feel if you were given a 45,000-ton battleship for Christmas? The Iwo Jima invasion began on February 19, 1945. The Missouri was assigned the task of safeguarding U.S. aircraft carriers by providing them with anti-aircraft protection. She also aided in refueling the nearby destroyers. The Mighty Mo was 65 miles from Iwo Jima when the attack began. The Missouri heavily bombarded the southeastern end of Iwo Jima. The Battle of Iwo Jima was one of the most bloodiest battles of the war. The U.S. forces lost over 6,000 men, and approximately 19,000 were wounded in the action. The Japanese lost nearly 21,000 of their troops. On April 11, 1945, the U.S. Missouri was struck by a Japanese kamikaze during the invasion of Okinawa. Luckily, the aircraft struck the steel hull and did virtually no damage. The only death was the Japanese pilot, who later received a military burial by the Missouri's crew. The damage can still be seen today. On the morning of September 2nd, 1945, Japan formally surrendered to the Allied powers. The ceremony, which was less than half an hour long, took place on the deck of the battleship, anchored with other United States and British ships in Tokyo Bay. Leaders from all over the world were there to present or witness the surrender. After surrendering, hundreds of American fighter planes flew over the bay. In 1950, she supported ground troops with massive gunfire as they fought in Korea. As the battleship's technology was seen more and more obsolete, she got a makeover in 1984. She was given advancements in electronics and high-tech missile guiding systems. In 1990, she was called to active duty once more to help support ground troops during the Gulf War, otherwise known as Desert Storm. Then in 1991, she sailed back to Hawaii for the 50th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor and was finally decommissioned on March 31st, 1992, and turned into a memorial. Now she is open to the public for people to personally experience the everyday life of a seaman. This project could not have been completed without these fantastic websites.